Good morning.
Good morning, folks. How are we today? What is it today? Wednesday?
Yes.
It is a Wednesday. Hump week.
We are getting out a little early today and heading off to Amish country.
Yep.
We're going to do a tour of the Dutchmaid factory where they manufacture RV cabinets.
We'll see how they're built.
Mm-hmm. And then we're supposed to hit an Amish restaurant for lunch, so that should be neat.
Yeah, should be.
Yeah.
Probably food that we've eaten before.
Supposed to be very good.
Mm-hmm.
Food there's supposed to be delicious. So we're going as part of the group here at the rally, and we're going to get ready to caravan out here in just a minute.
Eight minutes.
Well,
Not a minute. 8 minutes.
All
So
right.
we'll see you guys later.
From the moment new lumber arrives through the side door, everything in the Dutchmaid shop is set up for efficiency. Raw pieces of lumber are ripped down to their needed widths by a laser-guided table saw. From there, the pieces of wood pass through several workstations, from saws to pocket hole jigs to sanders. While this is an Amish shop and every piece made here is assembled and finished by hand, they've discovered the usefulness of power tools, which are run off of diesel generators. The individual pieces are assembled into cabinets, doors, trim pieces, and furniture. They'll undergo more sanding before being bundled up and sent off to the finish shop for paint, stain, or lacquer. The finish shop is about 2 miles from the cabinet shop and is where we'll head next to see the rest of the process. Well, we just finished up at the Dutchmaid cabinet shop, and wow, what an operation.
Yeah, and you know, when you hear of a cabinet building operation, you think of this huge warehouse, 500 people in it. think this is the finish area that we were in. There's 13 people here.
Yeah, we started at the cabinet shop, and I think he said they have 35 people that work there. And then they brought us 2 miles down the road to the finish shop, and there's 13 here.
Yeah.
And I mean, everything literally is done by hand. They don't actually assemble them here. What they do is they do all the components, all the finishing, and then they package them up and send them to the manufacturer, and the manufacturer assembles them and puts them in the RVs.
Paint, finish, that's what they do here.
Yeah, and he said they can turn out that typically for one RV, they'll have them at the cabinet shop for about 4 days, and then they come over to the finish shop for a couple of days. And he said usually they have them out and shipping to the manufacturer within a week for sure.
But they do rush order. Every now and then they'll get a rush order, or a customer comes in and, hey, can you make this? And then within 2 hours they can have it all ready and gone to the customer.
Right. Or if the manufacturer accidentally breaks a cabinet door or something, they can call over and within a couple hours get a replacement. Yep. So, and watching them, the attention to detail that they do here, you can really appreciate the work that goes into the RVs. Oh,
but wait a minute. Isn't the robot supposed to be the best? Who knows?
Well,
at least these guys here, they can see a mistake and fix it. I know they have an inspection line at the end of a big, whatever you call them stupid things.
Like an assembly line?
Assembly line. They have an inspection.
But they really make an effort to get their hands on every single piece here and make sure they're perfect before they go out the door.
Yep.
And they don't only do RVs. They do. We saw one section that was all cornhole games they were building, and then they also do custom cabinetry for kitchens for homes.
Yep.
So it's really a neat operation. Out of respect for them and their religion, they asked not to have their faces shown. So we made sure to film things in such a way that we didn't show their faces. But they're such warm, welcoming people too. They have been great.
They have been. Really nice people.
Yeah, this has been a super experience. A lot more interesting than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah. Yep.
So a couple more minutes and we'll be off to lunch.
We're going to go have an Amish meal.
Yeah.
So we'll either see you there or see you back at the house. Labor. Hopefully it's a break.
I want a hat.
How many people have had their face in here though, you know what?
Right?
Well, I feel like a tick that had been on a dog for 2 days.
Holy cow, are we full?
Crap. Corn, chicken, taters, stuffing.
Noodles, salad.
And then chocolate peanut butter pie at the end.
Oh, gosh.
Doggies.
Their bakery alone would be worth a trip to. The donuts are the size of dinner plates.
Yeah.
I mean, and the fried chicken, oh man, it was so good. We're so full. It's nap time, I think.
Something time.
Yeah.
All right, a chick tow truck driver.
Go.
This guy's wearing his galoshes over here. Look at his front yard.
Well, we just got back. We went through we saw we had a severe thunderstorm warning this afternoon, and we went right through it coming back and had some torrential rain and winds. And then we kept having to detour on the way back because of downed trees and downed power lines, and it's kind of crazy. A lot of thunder and lightning. The worst that happened to us was our flower pot fell over on the picnic table. That was it. But there's down branches around the campground and stuff. I'm going to walk around and get some footage of the down trees and so forth.
Well, I'm sitting here trying to enjoy my coffee when she shoves this in my face again.
Right. Well, we're getting ready to leave.
Yeah.
We are headed over to Luxe to do a factory tour today.
Yep. We've got we got the job task of bringing mimosas and mimosa and donuts. Yeah, there you go.
Yep. So we got the stuff for the mimosas last night. We're gonna stop and get donuts on the way, and we're gonna swing by and pick up Aaron and Tina. Jones into travel. They're going with us.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to go to the showroom first and meet up with Kristen, and she's going to show us what they have on their showroom floor, and then we're going to tour the factory, so it should be fun.
She's single too, guys.
She says she's looking for a husband. Gotta go.
Labor.
The MORride independent suspension is installed on 8,000 or 9,000 pound axles. A 6-point EQ smart leveling system with heavy-duty legs is installed, as are the Kodiak heavy-duty hydraulic brakes. The Luxe RV begins with a Lippert frame, but this isn't your stock frame. Each of these frames is built to Luxe's specifications. The 12-inch forged steel I-beam is reinforced with welded 2x2 box tubing. 14-inch outriggers help support the structure of the RV body, and double outriggers help support the slides. The chassis is insulated with a radiant barrier, a waterproof layer, and 2 layers of batting insulation. 5/8-inch marine-grade plywood is installed on top as the floor base. When finished, the floor of the Luxe measures 3 inches thick. Exterior walls are 3-inch welded aluminum with closed cell, graphite-infused insulation. All stress points are reinforced with wood inserted into the frame. Outer walls are vacuum bonded and include a layer of Asdel composite material, which will not delaminate. The walls are completed with thermopane windows. The walk-on roof has welded trusses that are doubled up around AC units, insulated with a radiant barrier and batting insulation, and are topped with half-inch marine-grade plywood beneath one piece of Superflex roofing material.
Well, how was that tour?
Pretty cool, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. First time we have ever been to a factory tour on how they build anything.
And again, these are high-end RVs, so like especially with the cabinets, all the attention to detail, everything being handmade, it gives you such an appreciation for the work that goes into them.
And It's amazing. I think it's amazing. I don't know if it's amazing or if it's really how they can put 3 a week. Was it 3 a week?
Luxe is completing 2 to 3 RVs a week.
Yeah. That's putting them out there pretty fast. But it's a pretty good assembly line.
Yeah, they have a good system going there.
Mm-hmm.
So we know, because we've already heard questions, there's probably 3 big questions floating around out there.
Yeah.
What did we think of the 48-foot toy hauler? Because that's what we went to look at. Are we getting one? And if so, when? So, I guess the first thing is the 48-foot toy hauler. They had a couple coming off the assembly line, and so we got to go in them. The one that we went in, it didn't have the furniture in it yet. And this is where it really helps to go and see the unit that you're interested in and get inside it before you make a decision to buy it, because we were really excited about this toy hauler. We'd seen it online, and once we got inside, not so much.
No.
Not that we didn't like it, but there wasn't nearly as much room as we thought there was going to be. Living space.
Nope, there wasn't. And that the living space is something that we really want. What we have now is, I think we're spoiled.
And I was just going to say, part of the problem is we're really spoiled with our floor plan that we have now, because we have 3 separate and distinct living spaces. Bedroom.
Hey, 4. Don't forget the throne.
Oh yeah, well, that's your living space. We also call it the library. But we have the 3 separate distinct living spaces: living room, kitchen, bedroom, and they're all roomy. They're all big. I mean, we have 42 feet of nothing but living space.
Yeah.
The 48-foot toy hauler, the garage is 16 feet 9 inches, so it's a huge garage.
Yeah. And you can take that, and once you pull out whatever you're hauling in it, toy, whatever, and make that your living quarter. Or part of your living quarter, which you can.
And I mean, Luxe pretty much does a lot of custom stuff. You could have them move that wall back a few feet and make your garage smaller and incorporate more living space. But in the end, we didn't get the warm fuzzies.
No, I didn't. I was all excited, and I walked in. I went, nope, sorry, can't do it. So we looked at the front living and sold.
So yeah, that brings us to our second point. Which one did we like? That front living, the 44FL.
Yeah, I walked into that and went, well, I'm sold. I loved it. I loved it. Let's not just get so... I thought it was pretty cool. Love.
He doesn't spread that word around lightly, so...
No.
Yeah, that front living was gorgeous. And
next thing you know, I'll be decorating. Interior decorating. Good. Anyway.
Yeah, that was our favorite. And we talked about the whole purpose of talking about a toy hauler was to take a toy. In the big scheme of things, having a toy with us 100% of the time is not high on the priority list.
No.
And we figure we can always make other arrangements if we do want to take a toy on the road with us, because it would only be here and there that we would take it anyways.
Yeah.
Like when we go out and see our kids out at the desert in California. But so we could do something different for those trips.
Yeah. So, Mark, whenever you show up, bring my side by so I can run around in it. Just letting you use it all you want.
And then from there, then the question is when? Well, not immediately.
No. We do not need one right away. We don't. This one here has blessed us on every little trip. Like everyone out there, they're going to need their maintenance. But this one here has been pretty good.
And then we had some signs, really.
Yeah. Oh man. Was it signs?
They had at the rally, they had a raffle, and the vendors in the area in Elkhart donated prizes for this raffle. Well, you can see I've got the Luxe shirt. So this was one of the things that we got that night that they had the raffle. We each got a Luxe shirt.
Mm-hmm.
And then, was it mine? My raffle ticket?
Yep.
We got these Luxe jackets. Now, when they said Luxe jackets, we thought they'd be a windbreaker. It's fleece lined. It's this heavy duty nylon. Everything's embroidered. These things are beautiful.
Yeah.
And you'd pay good money for these if
Yeah.
you went and bought them. So we won 2 of those.
Yep.
And then his raffle ticket, we won 2 free nights at the Elkhart campground.
Yeah. So it's, is that a sign? I don't know.
Everybody else seemed to think it was.
Was it a quinky dink? I don't know.
Considering we never win anything in a raffle.
I never do. What was that gal's name?
Kristen?
Kristen.
She was great.
Kristen, if you do watch this, thank you for the tour. It was awesome. And if you guys, want to go talk to her about one being built, she's available. But you're going to have to get a hold of Luxe to go through her.
Right.
Or to get a hold of her.
So that's going to do it for this week. We are super excited because our next video, we are going to show you our internet gear that we got and have all set up now.
Yep.
And it's awesome.
We'll see how it works.
So far, I'm impressed.
So far, I am too. I just got to figure out how to get it to my TV. But my Wally's not Bluetooth, so I'm gonna have to wire it somehow. I don't know.
Might have to get a Wi-Fi adapter for Wally. So anyways, we'll be bringing that to you next. And yeah, it should be really good.
Until then, I guess we'll see you guys next week.
Yeah.
We done?
I think so.
Wow.